Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the WISER Women in the Spotlight interview series. I am Yvonne A. Jones, relationship marketing strategist and personal business coach. I help small business owners and highly motivated entrepreneurs 50 and wiser create wow experiences for their clients and customers so that they retain them and they have loyal customers. This way, business owners get to increase their profits, make a greater impact, and have fun in their business. Because if we're not having fun in our business, what's the point? So today, as the founder of the 15 Wiser community on Facebook, a community of dynamic women who want to do more, give more, and be more, it's my honor and delight to spotlight members of the community. So to those of you who are joining us live, welcome. And those of you who will be watching the replay or listening to the audio, welcome. And thank you for being here today. Now, today in our Wiser Women in the Spotlight series, in the guest spot is my good friend, Filomena Day. We are kind of like, we have a few things going on. We are both members, lifetime members of the Women's Prosperity Network. That's an organization that was founded in South Florida in 2008. We are lifetime members.
My card.
That organization has now gone global and it's been expanded to include some men. Now, Filomena is also an amazing colleague, and she's also my accountability partner. So there's a special little thing there between us. So, Filomena, thank you for being a member of the 15 Wiser community.
Well, hi again, Yvonne. First, I wanted to let you know that I'm so excited to be spotlighted, I like to say highlighted in your community as I am celebrating my 15th anniversary of becoming 50. And I'm thrilled that every day I look at myself as becoming wiser instead of older. I still have this real childish glee in me quite often, as you know, from working with me, when I sing or create acronyms. And I was so excited to get on today that I arrived an hour early. And I thought, oh my God, I have another hour. Oh, this is so exciting.
All right, great. So let me go ahead and introduce it, then we can get chatting. So Filomena is a best-selling author offering simple strategies and time-tested tips and techniques to show clients better ways to improve their relationships with money and others. She hosts and produces the Empower Hour, a television series empowering viewers to improve their whole, WHOLE, lives through episodes covering wealth, health, organization, lifestyle or love life, and entertainment. Her business reflects her wholeness success philosophy. It's a wholeness success philosophy and is the culmination of a 40 plus year career providing personal and professional development programs and financial services as a business and executive coach and consultant, an adjunct college professor, group and retreat facilitator, holistic financial planner, energy practitioner, certified college planning advisor, and a CPA. Her passion for fun and travel prompted Filomena to add excursions with fun and fabulous adventures and planning events through Too Much Fun events in 1996. Today, Filomena shares how she recovered from her own financial situation using simple success principles. I suspect there's a story there, and we'll come back to that later. So, Filomena, once again, welcome. So, I'm going to start out by asking you, because I know you quite a bit. And I know that you love interviewing people, but you don't particularly enjoy being in the spotlight. So, why is it that you so promptly volunteered to participate in the WISER Woman in the Spotlight interview series?
So, of course, I'm going to be honest and open anyway. So, my automatic response to opportunities that come by, and I believe the universe brings them to me and presents them to me, um, is to say yes first. If it excites me and thrills me, I go, yes. And then later figure out how I'm going to do that because it's the universe that shows me how. I just say yes, what I want, and then the universe will show me. So I said yes to you, and then figured out, well, yesterday when to stop preparing because I had so much going on with my father being here and as a caretaker. Um, I live in a beautiful location that people vacation in, and I have the time to talk to people on the phone, and I don't have to go out to network with people. I'm looking across the street right now out the window, and it's a beautiful lake. So I'm living the dream, and I want to help other people share how easy it could be for them to say yes and keep saying yes to those opportunities that bring them a little bit closer to their desired outcome. So looking back, my transformational experiences and memorable moments and most meaningful relationships have come from saying yes to an opportunity. And I practice what I coach people to do through creating a list of my yeses and messes. So those are blessings and messages from the results of situations or habituations when they're bad situations that have come to light because I've said yes, that this would not have been the way it is had I not said yes to, even as a child, overcoming sexual abuse, saying yes to my first husband, which eventually led to having a new nose at a CPA firm later when one of my best clients was a rhinoplastic surgeon. So saying yes to college, I became a CPA because I went to college after the, the divorce, and saying yes to uh, a, um, a job offer in Boston with a Chinese company that was importing goods from China. Saying yes to Boston meant that I spent 4 years with a roommate in 1984 who still is a great friend of mine today. I said yes to the CPA firm. I met my second husband there. And I said yes to going to Maine. I said yes to getting pregnant. In 1988, everything changes when you become a mother. But I said yes to motherhood. I said yes to a better day. And my last name is Day. And I wonder, well, how can I get back into living following the dream that I had of helping so many people create this great approach to life? And that became Better Day. My father-in-law said, well, you're a Better Day. Just name your company Better Day. And went, that's perfect, Better Day Ventures. And my daughter became the best day I had. People would say, well, how are you today? Well, have a great day. I say, I have a wonderful day. I have tons of days. So I wanted to come on today to really help people go and determine how they can convert those messes, even the missed opportunities, into yes, I said no. Yes, I said yes to the wrong thing. And now I know fill in the blank. It's just a filling in the blank. We're not here for a long time, but my motto is in the meantime, let's have a good time. And everything happens in the meantime. We're on our way to something. Well, something happens in the meantime. We're making dinner tonight, but in the meantime, this is what we're doing. I love the meantime. And if I change my words, my letters of my nickname around, Filomena, my family refers to me as Mena. They just cut off the philo and say Mena. Well, Mena could be amen, amen to that, the A at the beginning instead of the end, and MEAN, mean. In the meantime, I am going to have a great day. I can't do this right now, but in the meantime, this is what I want to do for this day. So I really wanted to share more of the simple ways that I've created in the past 40 some years in workshops and leading classes and all of those great things that I said yes to, I wanted to share a few little tips to do you some good, make life easier through your childhood. Here comes an old an old song I did when Jillian was in first grade. Sorry, I was going into a poem. So in the wisdom part, which I love this group, is because we realize that everything helps us become wiser. God bless you. My father was just sneezing. So the wisdom comes from naturally the revelations that happen when you understand the significance of those experiences that you have, and you create that, or you ask for a spiritual discernment to know what to say yes to and who to say yes to. However, if you're not living with the regrets of the past, it's easier to have that energy to move forward. If you're not living
Okay.
with
All right.
resentment
I'm
energy,
going to stop you there.
okay,
I'm going to stop you there. We have to, because I need to let the people who are joining us know who is on the call with us. So let's take a quick pause there and hold your thought right here, because what the biggest thing that I took away from what you said, you shared a lot of value. And the biggest thing I took away is that you have to say, not have to, but it's best to just say yes first and figure out how it's going to be done. Because this, I believe, for entrepreneurs, for freelancers, for business owners, so many times we say no first, and then we think
fear.
about it and say, but I could have. So what you're saying is say yes first, then figure it out. And I think this is a valuable lesson that many of us can take away. So let me just go ahead and
Okay.
share for those who are joining us that you're watching the Wiser Women in the Spotlight show with Yvonne Jones and Filomena Day. And if you have any, excuse me, welcome Pauline Daly Sr. Thank you for being here with us live. If you have any questions, please go ahead and put them in the chat. We won't have time today to answer the questions on the broadcast, but Filomena and myself will go back and answer them for you. So now let's move on.
Let
Now,
me go back to what I was saying about the wisdom evolves from asking for spiritual discernment to know what to say yes to and who to say yes to. I don't say yes to everything. You don't say yes to everything. What you say yes to is the feeling in response to what brings you joy, and that's really depends on how much work you've done to know not work, but how much you've developed, and with clarity, who am I today? What am I thinking? What am I going to do about that? Why am I talking? So those are actually the three things that are essential in the day. There's a tools on how to recover from situations, as I was saying, bad situations. And I use my FTD initials for this day. This is what I am doing. It's a decision of yes, I say yes to this, no to that. It's that binary yes and no, yin and yang. And from this day is what you're going to do from here on. So there are things that you only do today, and then things that you do from this day forward. And that's when you say yes to something that's going to be a lot longer than saying, yes, I want pizza for dinner. Something that will create a decision for you, or an impact from that decision that's going to last a long time. That's what I love about coaching. It helps you hear yourself say what you need to say to understand, what are you saying yes to? Are you saying yes to yourself and enjoying your life more fully? Or just saying yes to someone, yes, I'll do that out of obligation, which again brings you back to resentment again. And we want to stay out of that remorse, regret, revenge, resentment, to a real relationship with yourself. So that's why I took this opportunity to answer that call for you, because this is another step in my resiliency of coming back from the stagnation of COVID-19 has stopped so many things, and shifting to some other way of being, of working, of making things work instead of not work. So yes, serving my purpose.
okay, great. So I know that you have an amazing ability, and you've alluded to several times in what were sharing with us. You have an amazing ability to use acronyms. It's almost like a compulsion, trigger phrases, themes, acronyms. So tell me a little bit about that. What's the story behind? You also coined the word habituation, which you have referred to a couple of times. What's the story behind that?
Well, this gift is a un. I didn't ask for the gift; it just comes unabated. It just comes without any kind of um, intention, except that I approach things that will always work out. Let me find out how this will work. And when I get all the ingredients together, somehow I want to make sense out of all of these pieces and how they fit together, connect the dots, and therefore I create these acronyms so I can see the whole picture without all the words. And by the way, connecting the dots is a program I did for teenagers on connecting the DOTS, your dreams, what you dream about when you're a little child, 10 or 12 years old. There are still some of those dreams that keep calling to us until we answer that and respond to it and fulfill it. And the opportunities that we keep saying yes to are the ones that take us one step closer to that fulfilling the dream. And along the way, those opportunities create and develop talents in us that we can then convert and exchange for other people's talents, whether they be exchange barter to barter or money for money, exchanging services for products, talents. That then creates another support for yourself. So you can see how things are working, how they connect. And along the way, you say yes to some people who will support you. The yes. Even systems support you. The processes that support us right here. We would not be able to do this without StreamYard or Zoom or visual or just all of these things coming together at the same time to bring us to a higher place, a higher level of living, a higher, better of our sense of self. So connecting the dots, saying yes to one thing, no to another, has brought me out of habituation, which is nothing more than a bad situation that occurred in 2013 because I said yes to fulfilling someone else's desire to rehab some residential properties. I said yes to them and said not now to my idea of expanding my online coaching presence. Because it was not a no to me, it was a not now. Saying yes to this because all the residual income that was coming from that stream, the promised stream of money, the currency flowing, I would then be able to be in a position to say, yes, now's the time to do the online exposure. Unfortunately, while I was talking to one of the creditors who was asking, well, where is the money for this truck that is now in my name instead of my business partner's name, who could not get credit, I allowed him to use my $100,000 credit limit. I took responsibility for doing that. I said yes to that. And I have forgiven myself through a lot of work. I'm an EFT practitioner. I've forgiven myself and moved out of that old space into a new place, and I move on and I move ahead. I call that my Momi Moma method of quickly moving on. It's like a snap of a finger, a snap of your, fingers. I can turn it on. And learning that at 12 years old, how to turn something on and off in your brain. And now it's all scientific, and who knew that as easy as it was to, my uncle taught me this, my uncle Luigi, my zio Luigi, just simple, a simple, soft smile for 17 seconds. Now that we know that that is what energy can attach to another soft smile thought, and automatically is putting me in a different place, puts me in a better space, so that if I'm feeling better, I'm going to think better, and therefore I will be doing better in the next 2 moments. Never making a decision from a very bad emotional feeling. Always saying, yes, I feel good. Now I can make a decision. So it's wait and then make a decision. Wait, who am I today? What am I thinking? And why am I talking? WAIT. Another, I did not make up that acronym. That was from someone who was a tennis player or something. That he had a book and he made up that why am I talking? So you know the message that you're really trying to say. What's the result of my talking? And then I just kind of expanded it and say, well, who am I today? And who am I? Who do I want to become to do what I'm about to do so that it's much easier for me to do that and then have what I want to have? Does that make sense?
Makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of
So,
sense. But you have, I know that you have a lot more to share with us, but we are basically out of time. And, but I really, so basically, how would you summarize? You've said a lot, but what is the message that you would like to leave today with in just 30 seconds, 45 seconds, what's the message you would like, one message you'd like to leave with our audience today? Because you have shared a lot, you have a lot more to share. And then after that, I'd like you to share, how can our audience get in touch with you? So what's the one message in 45 seconds and how can we get in touch with you?
if you don't like where you are, and a lot of people see that first, then imagine where you were when you were so happy. Stay with that. Imagine where you will be if you are happier. And coming from that feeling of happiness, what do I think about doing next? It's just that easy. Soft smile, gentle gesture, which means slow everything down. Don't hurry up and do everything in life. Don't hurry up, but slow it down and enjoy this moment. It just doesn't come back. So for this day, what will you do today means, what am I thinking? Why am I talking? Who am I being today? Just today, one day at a time.
Excellent. So I'm going to go ahead and type. You share with me your information. Let me go ahead and put it right here in the chat. So would you like to give us your email address first?
Certainly. And of course, that's my first name, Filomena, F as in fun, ILO, M as in money, ENA, at Better Days, plural, DAYS, .net. And I say, isn't it fun to spend money? Not always fun to make it, but it's more fun to be spending it.
Is there any other way? Any other way that they can get in touch with you? Any other thing?
Well, my email, you can call me, I guess. It's 207 777 3232. That's also another acronym, Fun and Fabulous Adventures, FAFA.
Okay, let me repeat that. It's area code 207 777 3232. Excellent. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead. Let me share that there. We're going to go ahead and pause here today. I know we could talk for a long, long time. We're used to doing that, or half an hour usually go much longer. But I want to thank you so much for being here and for the value that you have shared, Filomena. And also to those who will be listening or watching, thank you so much. And if you're watching the replay, please go ahead and put hashtag replay so we can get an idea of how many people are actually watching the replay. And Facebook will tell me on my page as well how many people have seen the live and the replay. So thank you once again, and we value your share, so please share this with your audience. And if you are a woman who is 50 and wiser and you're not yet a member of the community, the 50 and wiser community on Facebook, I do invite you to go ahead and join us. It's the number 50 and wiser community. So until next time, this is Yvonne A. Jones and
Filomena Day, and I will post a link to my upcoming programs, Goal More, which is on Monday 29th, and a soul healing session on Tuesday the 30th. I'll post it in your Facebook comments right here.
Excellent. Post it right on the live. Yes, excellent. So thank you, Filomena. We will talk. And for everyone, thank you for being here. And we'll see you again next week.
Ciao
Bye
for now.
now.